then for the draw, or are you gonna what are we gonna do?
Well, we're already like, what's up, guys? Welcome to Box to Box Football, and it's gone a bit mad. Like, I don't know, football's gone a bit mad lately. I can't tell you what exactly happens, but damn, I was chilling, watching the draw, seeing everything seeing everything that was going on there, and everything was fine, and then a massive big blunder happened, and Jack, we got to run it back all over again. And listen, I'm just generally, I have never seen anything like this throughout all the time of me watching UEFA Champions League draws, and I've seen a lot of draws. I haven't seen anything like that. I'm pretty sure this is the first time that they've had to do a redraw.
Well, this is the thing. Like, if people want to come at UEFA with criticism about, like, oh, it's so ridiculous how an organization like this have got something wrong, like, guys, everybody makes mistakes. Even the top of the top of the top make mistakes. You think about the hundreds, probably at this point, thousands of draws that these kind of guys have done and that have gone totally smoothly, a little bit cringy at times, obviously, with all the kind of little jokes that they make in between the picks. But it always goes right. Yeah, we've got one that's gone wrong. Let's not just, we've got plenty of other things to come at UEFA and FIFA and, these organizations for, not just them making a blunder on the draw. What I think, though, James, is so fascinating, I thought the first draw was a bit dead. I'm not going to lie. Like, James, PSG Man United.
First of all, guys,
sure.
if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Also, comment, give your opinions on all. Give your opinions on all the events that's going to happen. If you're a Chelsea fan, I need to know. Man United fan, I need to know. PSG, Liverpool, every fan, please comment down below and let us know your opinion.
But like PSG Man United, great. Right, Ralph Rangnick versus Pochettino. Is that interim manager against new manager? Who knows, right? Messi, Ronaldo, like, obviously, do we even need to say any more on that, right? But then apart from that, I'm not going to lie, I was looking at some of the draws thinking, like, who, Atletico Madrid got drawn against who? Like, that was a pretty decent one. Bayern, right, so that was kind of a decent one.
First of all, you do realize that it was Atletico Madrid that I think was one of the first teams to appeal because they got Bayern and it was like, oh,
we don't want to play a pissed off Lewandowski.
I don't want to listen. I totally get it there. But do you know what it is? I was a bit devastated the fact that Messi and Ronaldo did get drawn together because I want them in the latter stages personally.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. Because everyone was talking, oh, that's the draw we wanted. It's like, no, we didn't. We want that later.
Anyway, Sammy, hope you're doing well. And let me know, as a Real Madrid fan right now, Benfica, you are loving life. Imagine if you get, like, I don't know, a Chelsea or a, who else can or even a PSG, that could be long for Real Madrid to be fair.
But this is the thing, like Chelsea are the main ones that I look at, right? They did well out of their draw, like initially, and now they're the ones that might, they might face some trouble. Guy on the right mic is really loud to the guy on the left. I think that's me, so let me try and turn my sensitivity down a little bit. Right, mic volume. Okay, I'm down. Okay, Dan Frith, let me know if that's better because I've turned myself down a little bit there.
Also, appreciate that, Dan. Looking out for
appreciate the feedback.
But anyway, Jack, should we go through like the first draw? If we can find it up there, I actually have the main draw live here.
Okay, nice.
Cole's, like Joe Cole's talking right now. I'm not sure if I really want to hear from him, if I'm being honest.
Poor old Joe Cole.
But like,
so what's Sammy got to say for himself here? I want that dead team Liverpool got. Oh, dude! Oh my god!
I mean,
Sammy, you are.
To be fair, Lille and like Salzburg, Sporting 2 would be teams that everybody. Thank you, thank you, Dean. Really appreciate that, guys. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. We would really appreciate it, and also, guys, hit the like button too for that algorithm. But Jack, do you have the first
I do.
draw?
So the initial draw was Benfica, Real Madrid. So Sammy was, I don't know.
Brilliant.
Yeah, brilliant. Villarreal, Man City. Again, like Man City fan, you might be thinking like, oh, brilliant, like great, yeah, we're killing it, like everything's good.
That's a great draw for them.
But you say that though, but the thing is, with that could be annoying. They're an annoying team. That's the problem with Villarreal. They're always going to be annoying. If that goes to like a winning it on away goals or it's close in the second leg kind of thing. That's the kind of team that Villarreal are. If they can get a guy sent off, if they can sneak a penalty, this is the kind of stuff that they do. I'm fully back in Man City. Don't get me wrong. I'm fully back in Man City. But the difference is I just don't think, I don't know, the skin will be crawling a little bit if you're Man City, I think. A little bit. Atletico Madrid, Bayern. Okay. That's a blockbuster.
That's a tough one.
Salzburg against Liverpool. Like, it's like, sorry, Salzburg aren't like some dead like.
But let's be honest. Like, Jack, that's a team that you want to face. Jack,
for sure.
Me being an Arsenal fan, if they gave me Salzburg right now, you'll take that to the moon and back. You know.
Sure.
Like, if you're ranking the teams, they would probably be bottom. If I'm being truthful, on them and Lille. Lille this year haven't been on the greatest of runs compared to recent years. But Jack, so the draw's gonna happen right now. So guys, I'm actually gonna turn it up a little bit. You might hear the echo at the background. My man's chatting nonsense.
Can you put a banner up, James?
Yeah, go on.
Can you put like a banner up for the for when the teams get called? I can't do it on my end.
Let me see if I can do that.
From now on, every suggestion made by the software will be checked in real time by UEFA officials.
Jack, could you hear that at the background?
Yeah, I can. They're talking about checking them as they go through, and it's like, why wouldn't you do that in the first place, though? You know.
So with this, we can now take
I'm not sure.
a look again at the
I am not
teams
sure.
involved in the draw. And we start with the group winners, where we have.
Cheers, Dan. Appreciate you.
AFC, Ajax,
Appreciate it. Love that, Dan.
FC Bayern München.
So, guys, you're looking at the group winners right now. So you got Man City, Liverpool, Ajax, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Man United, Juventus, and I think it was Lille. And then they're now looking at the second place team. So the runners up, you got PSG, Atletico Madrid, Sporting Lisbon, Inter Milan, Benfica, Villarreal, FC Salzburg, and the reigning defending European champions, Chelsea.
Oof.
So, guys, the first draw is about to be made right now. The man gives it a bit of a swivel right now. He opens it. Let's see who we have here.
Getting the James McIntyre commentary treatment here.
Okay, so first team is going to come out. PSG. So it's going to be FC Salzburg. So a team that everybody wants to get.
Right. So this is the dead team that Sammy wants.
So they can get 7 opponents: Liverpool, Man United, Ajax, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Man United, and Juventus.
So they can't get the guys in their group. That's it, isn't it?
No, yeah. So those are the 7 teams. So basically, every team wants them right now. So they're about to announce. First of all, how come Andre Shabin isn't doing anything? Because he was a mess a lot in the first one. He was an absolute mess. So they're about to pick out the first one. Come on.
I'm actually kind of nervous.
I am too. Let's see what we got for the first one. We have FC Bayern Munich. So Bayern Munich, Salzburg. You know, Bayern will take that.
James, I'm telling you, I'm happy with my pick. I'm happy with my pick this year. That's Bayern through to the next round. No questions asked.
Bayern Munich have just drawn FC Salzburg. Salzburg will have will play the first leg at home, guys. So the second game is going to come out. So Sporting Lisbon of Portugal is going to come out with.
Sporting, the options are 6.
So options for Sporting Lisbon are Man United, Liverpool, Real Madrid, Man City, Lille, and Juventus.
Yeah, dude, Bayern are through to the next round. But the thing is, in these early rounds, I like that. I want the big teams to play the little teams because when it gets to the big, I want the big teams to play, at the end.
Yeah, thank you, Jack, for that.
Yeah, no worries.
I'll make that a little bit bigger.
With the following team.
So the team that Sporting Lisbon will be playing is Manchester City. So
they love that too.
So Man City probably got an easier draw when you look at the overall spectrum of it.
Dude, I'm scared for Chelsea. I'm scared for Chelsea.
Man United too. It's a bit. So we got.
Oh, dude,
Lisbon.
I'm scared for Chelsea because they went from having a great draw.
Okay, so Benfica now. First of all, like the teams who are coming out right now, the first teams are coming out. It's not strong.
No, dude, James, I was looking at some of the Europa League draws. I'm thinking like these are like high quality. Dude, Napoli against Barca.
The draw will continue now with 6 possible opponents for Benfica.
So it's Benfica's turn right now.
Manchester United, Lille, and Juventus.
So Manchester United, Lille, Juventus are the teams that could come out from here. Or no. Or the teams who are not allowed. Well, Andre Schaven opens it up. Guys, my heart is actually beating now.
Dude,
I
same,
don't know what
same.
it is.
A live draw is sick.
FC Ajax get Benfica. Ooh,
that'll be tight. That'll be tight. I'm looking forward to that game.
I expect an Ajax victory, but Jack, certain team we're still on for a Man United PSG.
You know, well, dude, if it happens twice in a row, talk about rigged. Like, you know.
With Chelsea FC.
So Chelsea, who will Chelsea?
So this can't be Man United.
Yeah.
As a potential opponent,
it's rather.
Lille.
So rather Lille or wait, why can't they not draw? Why can't they? That makes no sense. Why can't they not draw PSG? Why can't Chelsea not draw PSG, Jack?
Because they both came second in their group.
Oh yeah. So okay. So Chelsea could still get Lille. To be fair, Chelsea could still get Lille. Oh come on! Please give me Real Madrid. Please give me Real Madrid.
I want to see Sammy's reaction.
Please give me Real Madrid. Come on, Schaven. You see, he's taking ages.
Get Franklin involved.
Oh, Chelsea got Lille again, man.
They got Lille again. Oh my god. So they got.
Oh my days, man. Chelsea got Lille.
Dude, I reckon maybe PSG, Real Madrid.
I reckon PSG, Man United again.
Oh, do you think so?
Liverpool. PSG, Liverpool.
Oh, I'd love to see PSG, Liverpool. Oh.
So Atletico Madrid. So they can't get Bayern Munich anymore. So Atletico Madrid cannot get Bayern Munich anymore. So their possible opponents are Man United and Juventus.
Oh, dude, coin toss. I think this might be Man United. I'm just going to put it out there. Pure guess, obviously. It's just
if you're Man United, who would you rather play, PSG or Atletico?
I think you'd rather play PSG. I really do. I'm not kidding. Yeah, I do. I really think so because I think Ralph Rangnick.
I'm gonna take a guess. I'm gonna go for Juventus and Manchester United. Okay, so Man United have drawn Atletico. So we will not have a Messi and like Ronaldo game. Unfortunately, wait. PSG could get Liverpool, Jack.
For sure.
Woo!
I'm not gonna lie. I'm liking a couple of these fixtures a little bit more.
Oh, 10 times more, Jack. 10 times.
Because there's a couple. Because like, there's just a couple where the good teams you just know will go through.
Villarreal. And who can Villarreal get?
This might be Real Madrid. I mean, this might be Liverpool.
That's Juventus.
Why not Liverpool? Why can't they get Liverpool, Jack?
Because
so Villarreal will be paired with
Juventus. Why can't they get Liverpool?
Slip of paper.
I don't know. I'm trying to think because they weren't in the same group.
So that means Liverpool will play. Liverpool will play PSG.
So who got Villarreal? Juve.
Yeah, Juve.
FC Internazionale Milano as the team of the first leg.
So Villarreal, Juve. Who have Inter got?
The only available option is Liverpool.
Okay, so wait. For some reason, so Real Madrid are gonna play PSG basically now.
Sabi.
Oh my days.
Sabi.
Wait. That makes no sense. Why can't
Sabi?
PSG? Oh, people, listen. Jed is already in uproar. He's already texting Real Madrid are gonna get
against Paris.
They're
against Paris.
Let's go, guys. Let's go.
So Inter are playing who?
So Inter will be playing Liverpool. To me, that's I love that tie. That to me, that
Yeah,
is a
Liverpool
beautiful
loving
tie
that. Yeah.
right there. And final one, PSG, Real Madrid. Let's run it back. Messi coming back to Spain. Let's run it back. Hey, Jack,
Sammy,
I love this draw. I love this
Sammy,
draw,
you've
man.
gone quiet. We can't hear you.
I need to hear you, man. Real Madrid against Inter Milan. Oh my Jack, the draws are just 10 times better.
Oh, Real
Jack.
Madrid into Milan.
No.
Oh,
Real Madrid PSG.
Real Madrid.
PSG.
Good.
Inter Milan Liverpool.
Inter Milan Liverpool. Oh,
Jack,
I
can't
like
wait
the
to
draws
give our
better.
predictions.
Dude, Villarreal Juve as well. Villarreal Juve is going to be a closer game than
So guys,
it.
we're gonna start off with Salzburg versus Bayern Munich. I'm guessing we all know who we're gonna go.
Oh,
for there.
James, do you want to just hit predictions now? Do you want to just go for it?
No. We're gonna
Or you
save
want
that
time, you want some time to think?
We're gonna save that for another video. And again, different things will happen. We gotta wait till February. So guys, unfortunately, you guys are gonna have to wait for us. All right. Also, guys, if you haven't already, give a subscribe for Jack Stokes. So hit that
Give a subscribe for Franklin. You good boy.
Just a nice little subscribe for Franklin. But guys, please comment down below and let us know. I need to hear what Jed has to say, guys. Oh my days, this is crazy.
Can we get Jed in here?
He's at work right now. He's at work. Oh my days.
Like,
I need to know, but Jack, what's your feeling?
Let's do each. Do you want to do each round? Oh, what's up, Mace? Who's Franklin playing in the next round? Franklin's playing himself out of a treat right now. Let's do it. Do you want to go through each game? Just have a look at each game.
Yeah. Let's have a quick scan through.
Because again, so Salzburg Bayern, just initial takeaways. Yeah, Bayern will go through. Again, like Salzburg will play stylistically, it'll be similar-ish football. Bayern are just levels and levels and levels above. So Bayern go through easy. James, any other comments on that game?
I'm live right now, Jed. I'm live. Oh wait, 1 second. I'm just gonna mute you. Could you just carry it for like 2 seconds? I'm gonna.
Yeah, dude. What? Because you chat with Jed. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So Salzburg Bayern, yeah, like I said, stylistically it's going to be incredibly similar. Salzburg are a good football team, and again, they dominate in the Austrian Bundesliga, and there is something to be said for that because you have this kind of winner's mentality that takes you through. But there's a difference between playing in the Austrian Bundesliga and playing in the Champions League against my pick and my favourites to win the whole thing in Bayern Munich. Last thing, if I was playing football right now, would be wanting to play a pissed off Robert Lewandowski. So that's my initial take. James, I'm sure, is the exact same there. I cannot see James picking Salzburg there at all. Lisbon, Man City, ideal draw for Man City. Lisbon are going to feel kind of probably quite overawed about that, if we're being totally honest. Lisbon will always have like solid developmental level players. James, you're on mute, dude.
Oh, sorry. Jed said that they might have messed up the draw again.
Get out of here. Get out of here. No way.
Because apparently Liverpool could draw.
That's you and I were both a bit like because that was the thing. We stumbled on that, didn't we? I think
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they messed up the draw again. I'm not playing
because the Liverpool draw. If they play Villarreal, they're not in the same country and they weren't in the same group.
Yeah,
and one finished top and one finished second, so they should be able to play each other. Okay, you know my thing at the beginning of like, let's cut UEFA some slack. It's like the first draw they've gotten wrong in however many hundreds and thousands of draws that they've done. If it's 2 in a row on the same day, I don't know what to tell you. That's absolute madness. Okay, Jay, do some research on that. I can't because I agree with you. I don't know why. Like, here's the thing. At that point, it would have been Villarreal versus Liverpool, let's say.
So what team did? So yeah. Villarreal,
no, it would have been James. It would have been fine because Juve didn't have to play Inter. Juve could have played PSG, and then Inter could have played Real Madrid.
No, Jack. I think I know why. Because Villarreal. Inter Milan can't draw Villarreal. I can't draw Juventus because they're both in the same.
Yeah, but they could have drawn Real Madrid.
Who? Villarreal?
No,
Or
no. So look, Villarreal could have drawn Liverpool, right? Which then
yes.
would have meant that Inter couldn't have drawn Juve, but they could have drawn Real Madrid.
No,
So
they
then it
couldn't
would have.
because no, because Real Madrid and Real Madrid and Inter were both in the same league.
So that's it then. That's it. You've got it.
Okay.
You got it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
I think it kind of makes a little bit of sense now.
Okay. So what is Jed just clutching for straws down there?
Oh, listen, he's clutching for everything right now. But Jack, as I said, the first two kind of take its own place. Let's be truthful.
Yeah, I mean,
Lisbon,
quality difference. It's a developmental, like the Portuguese. I love the Portuguese league, and we have to remember in terms of the coefficient as well, guys. Portugal is the 5th highest ranked league in Europe now. It's gone above the French league. So when we talk about Europe's top 5 leagues now, we're not talking about Ligue 1, we're not talking about the French league. We're talking about Portugal. It's gone above them in the coefficient. Nobody's talking about that. There's lots of good, talented players like there's always been in the Portuguese league, but it's a stepping stone to the elite of the elite. And a lot of the time, any bright sparks are only going to be there for a couple of years before they get, scalped and taken somewhere else. This game, I'm fascinated by. Absolutely fascinated by. I don't know where to go here.
Jack, should we be? Because if we're basing it on their performances in the actual group stage, should be a non-contest here. Like, Ajax has arguably been the best team in the Champions League this season, Jack. 6 out of 6 wins. And fair play to Benfica, but in the final day, the result wasn't in their hand. It was the fact that Barcelona had to beat Bayern Munich, but they failed to, so that's why they end up going through. I don't think Ajax are going to fare Benfica at all, but I can understand why you tell me it's a 50-50.
I think if you're in a group with Bayern Munich, and I know Barcelona aren't the same, but if you're in a group with Bayern Munich and Barcelona, and I know, okay, Dynamo Kiev got absolutely spanked, but if you're in a group with Bayern Munich and Barcelona and you make it through, I don't care who you are, you've done very, very well there. Like, let's not get it twisted at all. Ajax did very, very well, but Ajax had a pretty easy group.
No, Jack, that was one of the most difficult. Jack, we both had Ajax finishing like bottom. You had Ajax finishing bottom of your group.
But James, who's the best team in that group?
What? Borussia Dortmund, Sporting Lisbon. Are you telling me? In my opinion, Sporting Lisbon are better than Benfica because why? Because why? They both play in the same league, and then Sporting are just way above Benfica in the rankings right now. You're on mute, Jack.
I'm just saying, if you go team for team, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, it's no contest to the other guys in that group. That's why I think it's fascinating. That's why I think it will be close.
Do you know what it is, Jack? Let's not give our actual predictions here, but just kind of give a run through. Let's just give.
I'm just gonna grab a glass of water. I'll be right back.
Sure. So, Jack. So to me, I look at Ajax right here and just think that they'll be too strong for a Benfica team who, yes, they did go through in the Champions League, obviously beating Barcelona to second place. But overall this season, they haven't been amazing, like in their actual league. When when you look at their overall performances, I think they got like 8 points to get through, which is not the craziest amount of points you could get to go through. You definitely heard teams getting higher points than just 8 to go through there. But again, as Jack said, it's an interesting start type, but I'll also lean towards the Dutch team just for me in the situation. But we'll see how the next few weeks play out. There could be certain aspects of the whole thing that I could change. COVID is a big factor.
Huge factor.
In this whole thing. So let's move on to the next game right now. Chelsea Lille. So the same game. So the same team that we got the first time. So same game that we got the first time. If you're Chelsea, you're loving life. They end up getting Lille. That's perfect for them. Is there anything that we need to talk about right now?
I don't think so. It's going to take Sammy, dude.
Sammy, listen, you guys, Real Madrid, you guys are cool. You got Vinicius, Benzema. You guys are going to go in there. Believe.
Vinicius Junior, future Ballon d'Or winner, bro.
You know, he actually is. He's balling out differently.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to be honest with you. I can't see this going any other way than Chelsea. You, you know, like I don't know about you, mate. In terms of picking games, I try my hardest to think about how the game might play out, just off a gut feel. And then after the kind of gut feel thing goes, I actually look at like a tactical breakdown. I look at strengths and weaknesses of both teams, and what's the home advantage like, what's the away like, squad depth, who's the managers, all this kind of stuff. I just can't see a way for Lille to win this one. You know what I mean?
Same.
Like in the same way with the Salzburg game and the Sporting Lisbon game, there's nothing about them where I go, ooh, like watch out for this or watch out for that. Like the thing is with Villarreal, like that's a really good example. Villarreal are one of those teams where I don't think they go into really any game where they're that much better than any of the opposition, but they always play up to their opposition and they always keep it close. This Lille team, I'm not looking at them like, oh, they're going to be dogged and they're going to be able to keep it close with Chelsea. Like, no, they're not. They're not. This is probably just going to be a convincing win in the first game and then a convincing win in the second game. And then Chelsea might even be able to rest players in the second leg.
Let's see what happens there. I feel Chelsea's biggest thing is obviously, to me, trying to find the back of net on a consistent basis with their attackers. But I look at Lille this season, Jack. Lille are in the bottom half of Ligue 1. They're 11th place at this moment in time. We're not looking at an informed side. You look at the group that they were in. It was a favorable group for any team there. That was up for grabs, and happily enough for Lille, they end up getting the draw in that situation. So I think if you're Lille at this moment of time, it's the worst draw you could get. One of the worst draws you can get, and if you're Chelsea, you're absolutely loving life.
Oh, for sure. And I think in terms of, Chelsea were the team that really, I have friends who are big Chelsea fans. And, that it was them that I was mainly considering with this redraw, because it was like, well, they got Lille, and now, what if they get some kind of really difficult team? But I think they managed to get away with one.
Lille again.
Yeah, right.
This one, Jack, right now. Atletico Madrid versus Manchester United. I can't remember the last time we've seen these like these two giants really go head to head. Has there ever been when was the last time you remember a Man United Atletico Madrid matchup?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I always feel like they get Chelsea. You know what I mean? The Atletico Madrid always feel like that always feels like an Atletico Madrid Chelsea type game.
Liverpool, or just not Manchester United. So this might be the first in a while. But the one common denominator that we get with this Atletico Madrid Man United game is what? Cristiano freaking Ronaldo, who has destroyed and tormented Atletico Madrid over the years. Nah, I'm not gonna lie, Jack. I'm not even gonna lie.
No, I love just no respect for any of the players at all, or the manager. Yeah. Just like,
Jack, this is generally a 50-50 game, man. This is generally
feels like it.
Like if you're Man United, personally, you would take this draw over, for instance, the PSG draw.
Do you think so? I don't know.
I'm telling you, Atletico Madrid aren't as convincing as years gone by.
Right.
Like Jack, this year they're like sixth in the in the league table. They're not playing to the level that they were last season. And think about how they end up going through on a final day. And basing their result on, first of all, AC Milan falling short of a second string Liverpool team. So they technically shouldn't have been in the first place, but lucky enough they were able to have a match go their way and obviously winning the game at the same hand. But Jack, this
James, I think it's a tricky one purely from the standpoint of that it's Diego Simeone. You're playing Diego Simeone. Like, the stars for this Atletico Madrid team, you're not playing a prime Falcao or a prime Griezmann or any of these kinds of guys anymore. We know it is a kind of a totally different team. João Felix has not hit the heights I think that everyone was hoping that he would hit. For me, it was a bad fit, him going there anyway. Griezmann obviously being back is a bit odd, and like you've said, in the league, it's not really showing that they're up to too much. And Manchester United, I do think that they're going to be, Ralph Rangnick keeps using this word control. It's going to be a different, they're going to be a different proposition for the second half of the year. Difficult one to call, and I will keep my cards close to my chest before we get to our picks here.
Oh, definitely. That one there is going to be a tough one. Oof,
Also, anybody watching this either live or in the future, at the moment, I am on 11 points out of 16. James is on 10. So we are unbelievably close, and there's a lot of points to be won and lost over the next few rounds of the competition.
In the words of the great Mike Tyson, I'm coming for you. So Villarreal, Juventus. This is again a bit of a toss-up. This is generally
yes, I agree. I agree.
A proper toss-up here. You would just lean towards Juventus,
probably.
What's up, David? Is David a Chelsea fan or like a Tottenham fan?
I think it was Chelsea. I think so.
You guys had one draw, Lille, and then again Lille again. Let me know. Are you happy with it? But you just lean towards Juventus here, Jack.
Yeah, I look at the only thing I see from that game, like I've said, I've Spurs. There you go, David.
He's Tottenham fan.
I think like a lot of the time when I talk about Unai Emery or Villarreal, it's just they're tricky. They're annoying. That could be a situation where the last 20 minutes you need something, to try and get out of the game. To me, Fede Chiesa.
Alex, I'm guessing you're a Man United fan here. Are you happy with getting? Because first time you got what? You got PSG the first time, and now you got Atletico Madrid. What draw were you happy with more? Were you happy with the PSG one, or
are you even a Man United fan? Where are you getting this Man United fan thing from?
Because I think I remember from last time.
Oh, you came in
when we were talking about Oli.
But James, again. I think that there's a Fede Chiesa, a bit of brilliance, a Paulo Dybala, a bit of brilliance, and then that's going to be the difference. Villarreal do not have the caliber of players where they can just create something from nothing, whereas Juventus have 2 or 3 of those guys knocking around who can just come in and put the ball in the net to win it.
As bad as Juventus has been this year, Jack, they could be maybe looking at, depending on what the draw is like, a nice little Champions League run.
For sure. James, there's a lot of players there playing for their next contracts at different teams. If any of the news is to be believed there at Juventus, obviously there's huge investigations going on, rightly so, with some kind of dodgy dealings over the past however many years. And also, we know that squad in certain position groups is just bloated as hell. Half that midfield room is basically up on the transfer list and ready to go either in January or in the summer. I am by no means going to be surprised if we see an Aaron Ramsey, an Adrien Rabiot, a Bentancur, absolutely ball out in the hopes of playing in the Premier League or in Spain or something like that going forward and, doing well against Villarreal. And then if they get a favourable draw again, hey, James, we could be talking about maybe a semi-final team.
Do you know what it is? First of all, Alex, I apologize because I think the worst thing to ever call a Liverpool fan
is a Man United fan. Yeah, you messed up, James.
Listen, that is a terrible, terrible one right there. Apologies.
We had Salzburg now into. We're moving on to that game. To be fair, now.
Yeah, do you know what? Let's get into that game right now. Again, if you're Liverpool, a little bit of a harder draw, but you'll still back yourself. You're going back to the San Siro again after, let's be honest, drumming. Not drumming AC Milan, but going with a second string AC against second string AC, putting out a second string team against AC Milan and winning comfortably 2-1. And Inter Milan this year, I think Jack, would you say Inter Milan a little bit better than AC?
I would think so. I mean, a lot of the time Milan are kind of relying on something from Zlatan or something from a Rafael Leao or something like that to try and get themselves through. Yeah, this Inter team is not going to be the same as it was under Conte with Hakimi and Lukaku and all these great players. But we have to remember that Edin Dzeko has kind of got a new lease of life here for Inter, and by no means is he a good replacement or an upgrade on Romelu Lukaku. Far from it. But he's come in and done a very, very reasonable job. And I think that just generally looking at, this is still a team with, Nicola Barella knocking around in that midfield and strong defenders in there. Handanovic is experienced. So Lautaro Martinez is still there. So by no means is this going to be easy. But I think, with Liverpool and the way they're playing, we'll see what happens with COVID and we'll see what happens with the Africa Cup of Nations. James, you've been very, I think spot on to mention the effect of that.
I'm pretty sure by the time the Champions League roll through, I'm pretty sure the African Nations Cup should be done by then. So I don't
But
think Liverpool fans should panic as much there. But think about it is that I don't know how Mo Salah, Sadio Mane. First of all, let's see how far that they get in the competition. But how long would it take them to integrate back into the team after being away for a while?
exactly,
And like,
but James, jet lag, James, an injury, COVID stuff going on. There's way too much stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't wish ill on anybody, but chances would show you historically that you're going to get some sort of knock or some sort of little niggling, injury that works away in the background that may be exacerbated by these competitions.
David, now I know AC are going for the Scudetto this year, but I'm sorry. What you did against Liverpool was absolutely disgraceful. Listen. I'm not having that. Like Inter Milan did the same thing 2 years ago with a second string Barcelona team, but to me, it brings down a league what I consider to be at a time the best league in Europe. It brings it down so much. This can't happen. I don't know what's going on in the San Siro. The fact that you guys must have like a Champions League book because Inter suffered like when they were on their high horse winning the league, they suffered in the Champions League. So I don't know what's going on with you guys at this moment in time. But again, a tough game, but you just lean towards Liverpool because the quality there,
for sure.
The quality on this Liverpool team. Like right now, my league favorites are Liverpool. They're playing at a high level. But also to me with Liverpool is that Jack, Liverpool can scrape out wins.
Oh, for sure, 100%.
When they ain't playing that too well against Aston Villa, they weren't playing at their best. But the fact that they were able to still get a 1-0 win, not giving up against Wolves, and also again at 1-0, and then that Divock Origi factor when they need it the most. If anyone's gonna show up and like be there, man. Like,
the one thing very quickly on Inter, like I'm James, no shock. I'm sure you're expecting this anyway, but like I'm picking Liverpool in that game just as you are. We're not gonna like pretend that we're not.
So I'm pretty sure. Did he not make a Champions League final like 2015? I'm not sure. I think he did make a Champions League final 2015.
Sammy's like a hot take vending machine right now. But like, look, Simone Inzaghi as well. I think it's just worth commenting on him. Nobody wants to go in after somebody else who does really, really well. You want to go in after somebody who's royally effed up, so that then you can look like come out smelling the roses. Simone Inzaghi's come in there with, as we've talked about, Lukaku not being there, Hakimi not being there. Obviously now Conte's gone, and this team is just totally different. And he's recently strung together a couple of wins here and there. Like I said, I've mentioned the players who are playing very, very well at the moment. Supposedly there's a new Marcelo Brozovic contract as well on the table. So we can't underestimate what he's done. In the same way, we know that there are levels and Liverpool are definitely a step above, but we can't count out this Inter team. That's all I would say. Because Dzeko, as we've seen, I remember I was at that game. I was at the Chelsea-Roma game where Dzeko scored that volley. It's one of the best live goals I've ever seen. Somebody like Edin Dzeko is capable of scoring a goal like that to just catch Liverpool off guard, and then who knows what could happen.
In 2015, they faced Barcelona. Was that Allegri again? Well, you guys gotta let me know if that was Allegri. But again, let's get into the final game. And to me, this game with the most storylines. You talk about like a script. This script is beautiful to watch. Let's first start off with the fact that Ramos is returning to the Bernabeu. For the first time since he left.
Is he though? Yes. Is he going to go in January? No, I'm only joking. He probably will, won't he?
No, but Jack, to be fair, he's actually playing now. Which is good for Ramos. Messi returning back to Spain again. So think about it. Ramos and Messi coming together to bring down Real Madrid. Jack, what type of this is some WWE stuff in the fact that
it literally is
like in the background you got Kylian Mbappe there getting ready to backstab.
He's probably signing his pre-contract while he goes there.
Do you know, to me the perfect meme for that game would be the Seth Rollins hitting Roman Reigns
with the chair. Yeah.
Mbappe winning.
Especially if you misses a couple of opportunities too. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying.
First of all, let's just get into it. If PSG don't get, this is probably a harder tie for PSG overall. They won't be happy. The fact that they went from playing Man United to now Real Madrid. It isn't great for them anyway. shape, or form. But if you're Real Madrid, Jack, you are pulling your hair out. Because how could you go from who did they get? They went from getting Real Madrid got Benfica in the first leg.
Benfica, yeah.
Now they go from getting Benfica to now being on the cusp of getting eliminated against PSG. Like, ooh, that is a tough one if you're a Real Madrid fan to take.
It is, but I do still heavily favour Real Madrid over the two legs. I think it's that whole thing though. When we talk about this every single year, if you're PSG and you've become accustomed to playing Saint Etienne and like Sochaux and I don't know Bordeaux and like all these teams, and I'm not trying to disrespect these teams, but when you talk about Real Madrid in the same sentence, there's just so much of a gap between the two. And I'm thinking about it more defensively, because I think offensively you can still do the same kind of thing. But defensively, I just look at somebody like, like a Kimpembe or Marquinhos or one of these guys, the guys you go up against week after week in the league, and then you got to go play against Karim Benzema. Like, good luck with that. Do you know what I mean? It's just a totally different proposition.
It is. Well, Gary, at least one of them are gonna win, maybe. Even like if they get that far, but you're gonna get one of the teams in the quarterfinal. But I mean,
yeah. Sorry, Gary. I think PSG might be going out there, my guy.
For you, Real Madrid go in into the game as favorites, right?
I think so. I think that's definitely where the betting is going to go. I think that's where the bookmakers will put the money for sure. But again, like,
wait. I just want to hear what David has to say right now. Dave, are you sure about this? Like,
I have a funny feeling that Real Madrid will win the whole thing. It's that Ancelotti feeling I get in Europe.
Listen, but Ancelotti hasn't been great in Europe for nearly 10 years, man. I thought, Jack.
Dude, give me Robert Lewandowski against Eder Militao, and we'll see how that goes.
No, but Militao's a
baller,
good,
but Robert Lewandowski's should have been Ballon d'Or winner.
Let's not get into that politics right now. But do you know this? I predicted after Ronaldo left that Real Madrid won't win the Champions League for like 10 years or so.
Right.
I think I'm like 3 years into it now. So for me, David, it's just not going to happen. But again, we'll wait and see. Benzema's balling out. Vinicius is
Modric is still playing top level football. I know I've not seen much of them play, but Valverde, he had some transfer interest recently. I saw some rumors knocking up, and I think he seems settled and to be doing okay there. Camavinga growing into the team, and the defense is not as bad, I think, as I think a lot of people expected it to be. It has been better than I think the drop off you would have thought to losing Ramos.
Just posted.
That's so funny, dude. Good for them. That's a good social media team there. But yeah, like their defense has not fallen off like I think, maybe a lot of people thought it would. That's going to be a tough one though, James. Seriously, because again, you can have all this is the problem with players like Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe existing, right? You can have all the tactical breakdown you want. You can have all the theories and all this stuff that you want to have about the way a result might go. But then Leo Messi can dribble past 5 people and side foot it into the corner, and you can go, right, well, I'll just go fuck myself then. You know what I mean? Like, that's the way it goes. I think I'd probably go Real Madrid. But damn, that's a close one. Thank you, David. Yeah, shout out to the Roma admins. Roma, who follow me, who follow your boy, by the way. I'm followed by the football club I support. Thank you. I'll take my bow now.
I mean, they got to concentrate on their football skills instead of
following a dumbass like me.
I'm an Arsenal fan. Arsenal Twitter is actually good, but I hate it because they tweet the most infuriating things. Like, I'm seeing Thomas Partey smash the ball in training, and then like when he gets to the game, he feels like he's playing rugby.
He's getting 3 points.
Like it's just infuriating. But guys, I'm gonna leave you right now because I actually got to get ready for a few things. We will be back live sooner or later. Maybe give a reaction to something else. A Jorginho video is dropping sometime today, maybe in the next 25 to An hour.
Yeah,
We
and
also
we'll be
come to
back.
the-
We'll be back for the Conference League draw. No, we won't. No, we won't.
First of all, Tottenham fans, is it true that Tottenham could actually lose their place in the Conference League? Because I think Lille will get like a 3-0 win because Tottenham can't fulfill the fixture, Jack. So technically, it's going to be a default, meaning that Tottenham will be
I don't
knocked
think
out.
they care. I'm not gonna lie. And this is the problem with the conference. I feel better and better about the Europa League each year. Seriously, I enjoy the Europa League year after year. I really do. I enjoy it more and more and more. The Conference League is going to take a while for me to actually enjoy because I think that the Romas of the world, Spurs of the world, etc., they don't give a damn. The prize of being, you can play in the Europa League next year is not good enough.
Listen, first of all, but you can't make the prize Champions League because how many teams would
No,
just
of
try to
course.
get into there? But
You're absolutely right. Yeah,
guys, please stay tuned. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Also, hit that like button for the algorithm. Also, comment on our next video coming out. We'll really appreciate that, guys. This is Box to Box Football. We're gonna leave you right now, guys. And
David, I rate that.
And we will see you next time, David. Thank you.